Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rohan, and I'm currently a semester 2 student here at Ross University School of Medicine, which is located on the Caribbean island of Barbados. My days, they're usually long, full of studying, but this video is being made to show you guys exactly what a productive weekend of mine looks like. So to start things off, I'm just going to show you what my Friday night consisted of, because Friday is like the beginning of the weekend. Friday was a busier day for me. I had classes from early morning to mid-afternoon and then a patient-centered activity in the evening. For these activities, we get to dress up in a white coat and professional attire, so that's why you see me wearing them in some of these clips. My first task that night was to write a clinical report that described this patient-centered activity we talked about. We talked about the patient's case, our diagnoses, the problem list, all sorts of stuff. I was with my roommate in the library when we finished our assignments, and because the next bus was at 8 p.m., I had time to study other topics that we discussed that week. So, I'll go a bit deeper into these resources and how I studied in a little later in the video, but just for understanding, they're mostly online resources such as PowerPoints, videos, and flashcards. One thing I want to mention before we continue is that Ross University, in order to get to campus and back, they provide a free shuttle bus system that transports Ross University students. So, as my friends and I are heading back, I kind of think about what I need to get done during this weekend. So, first things first, I want to make sure I study really hard. I want to make sure I watch a lot of supplemental videos on the material that we had learned, as well as do Anki. If you've never heard of Anki, it's basically an online flashcard system that allows you to repeat cards an infinite amount of times, and it allows for you to practice spaced repetition in a customizable and easy way based on how well you know the card. So if you have an exam coming up that's mostly memorization, I completely recommend using Anki, especially for history exams and science exams. Completely recommend it. It's completely free on Mac and Windows, and it's very easy to use. Secondly, I want to make sure I get more groceries. I've been running out this last week from food, water, essential utilities. I've been running out because we had an exam this last Monday, and I just hadn't had the time to go and get more groceries. I've been studying. I got sick. I had classes the rest of the week. It was brutal, but I'm gonna try to get done some groceries. That's definitely on the menu. As well as, thirdly, I want to make sure I eat and exercise well during this weekend so I keep my mental health up while also focusing on my fitness goals. Remember guys, you gotta eat your protein. So, first things first, I get back, I change, eat a quick banana, and then I go out for my nightly run. I don't run every day, maybe every other day of the week. And today I ran about 1.5 miles at a sub 13-minute pace. It was nothing too crazy, but it was enough to get my heart pumping, get some quick exercise going. Once I get back home, I just made some food, I took a shower, and I head to bed. Got to sleep around 10:15, which is a little late for me, but it's okay. It's fine. We took such a late bus back that it was kind of inevitable that it would happen. So, wake up Saturday morning around 8:30. I get myself changed. And I head out the door to a local space near the area that I can use to study. It's a really easy, really good way to stay in public and interact with people while also studying, because a lot of other Ross University students are there studying as well. So I have some clips. I set myself up. I started studying. Like I said, one of my goals was to study and get a good understanding of the past week's material. So that's what I was doing. I was watching supplemental videos. There's a great resource called Bootcamp, which has tons of videos and questions you can do to test your understanding of the material. I did that for an hour and a half, and I quickly moved to Anki. I had ChatGPT make me a couple Anki decks, which is fantastic. If you've never used that before, just type in ChatGPT, ask it to make you an Anki deck based on X material with X questions, and then dang, it'll do it for you. And I grinded them out. I grinded those cards out for another hour or so. It was fantastic. Sometimes in order to make it more interesting, I like to listen to music, and that kind of will get me in the zone, Music will get me in the zone. Like, this is a high intensity music. It's great. If you don't listen to music, there are other ways you can make it interesting. Like, another tool I learned about from my roommate was we do this thing called Anki walks. It's essentially where you walk around your neighborhood or the campus, wherever you are, school maybe. You walk around with your iPad in your hand, and you're constantly just clicking through Anki cards. It's a great way to keep the mind fresh while also keeping the material fresh. It's fantastic. And it's a great way to keep your mind stimulated outside because you're breathing in the outside air, you see the sunlight. It's fantastic. It's a great tool to use. Keeps your studying spiced up. This will probably work with anything that's portable, but the important thing to remember is to have fun with it. If you're not enjoying studying, you are not going to keep studying. So you have to find a way to enjoy it. You have to find a way to enjoy the process, right? It's like with anything. It's like with working out. It's like with eating. It's like with sleeping. You have to find a way to enjoy the process. So, next I get home, after I study for a couple hours, I get home, I do some relaxing, and my roommate is there. So me and him talk about some of the concepts and some of the material that we had covered this last week. It was really good. I love talking with him about the material because it's like we ask each other questions, we bounce off ideas. It's great. Afterwards, I took a quick nap, and then I put my laundry in the washing machine, and I head to the store. Like I said, I need to get more stuff. I need to get more high protein options. I need to get some paper towels. I need to get some, just maybe some lettuce wraps or some milk. Some things to just keep me through for the next week. Some high protein options I love are Greek yogurt, nuts, tofu, ground meat, fish. Fantastic. There's a lot of vegetarian options as well as non-veg options. A lot of options, even here in Barbados. So I would definitely recommend getting stuff like that. One thing I really like to do is, I think it's underrated, lettuce wraps. I like to get lettuce slices or like long heads of lettuce and then put food in it, and it's like almost like a sandwich, like a taco. It's fantastic. Great way to get. It's low calories and it's really good to get some crunch in your food while also keeping it fresh. So after I get back from the store, I put everything in the fridge, and then I switch the laundry into the dryer, and then I head off to the gym. Yesterday was leg day, and because I don't have a tripod, it was pretty hard for me to show you guys exactly what I was doing while I was doing it. But I tried to take a couple of videos of myself in the gym with the material. What I hit leg curls, I did prone leg curls, I did straight back extensions, and I did leg raises. My workouts are not usually too long. They're about 45 minutes to an hour length. But if you work out hard and you are consistent and you have intensity, that's what matters. You don't need the longest workout, but as long as you consistently are going to the gym, as long as you go to the gym a couple times a week, even if you can't go a couple times a week, just consistently, and you train hard, you will see results. Just make sure to push yourself, right? Diet and sleep are also very important. A lot of people say diet is even more important than working out, which I think is pretty true. But you also, if you want to have the best of both worlds, you want to do both, and that's the kind of the end goal that I see. So I got home from the gym, I took a shower, I ate some more food, and I ended off the day like that. Yesterday was a productive day, so that's what I will say. So the last day, it's not that much more interesting. I done some practice questions on Saturday, so I did the rest of what I had left, and I just went back over some more of the PowerPoints that we gotten that week. The rest, it was more of the same. I did Anki, I did boot camp, I did ChatGPT questions, talk to ChatGPT, I did YouTube videos. They're all fantastic. Great learning resources to clarify concepts and strengthen your weaknesses. So, because Sunday today was not that much more busy of a day or exciting of a day, it's more of the same, I'm just going to tell you guys about my experience in medical school, just so that, that's going to be the rest of this video. Just so maybe if you're thinking about going to medical school, if you wonder what it's like, you don't even have to care about medical school, but maybe my opinion or my experiences would be good for you to hear. Maybe you like hearing it. Up to you guys, really. But one thing I want to say, yeah, I'm on an island, I'm in a different country. I'm not in America. My family is not like a couple hour drive or however long flight. It's far, it's tough. I'm on a different island. I need a student visa to get here. I'm from America. But guess what? I really love it here. It's fantastic. The people, the place, the views, even the school, it's fantastic. Obviously not all the professors are great, but I love a lot of them. I love learning. I love everything about Ross. It's fantastic. Well, not everything, but a lot of stuff about Ross, I really love it. And I wouldn't trade for any other medical school experience. Yes, some things are harder than others. Some medical schools are hard. Figuring out how you study might be even harder. But what I have learned is that it's definitely doable, right? I'm only semester 2. There's 5 semesters here at Ross University. I'm only semester 2. But this is considered one of the harder semesters, one of the more intense semesters. And once you get through it, you've kind of had a better understanding of what you need to do well, how to get through the semester and stuff like that. People fail. A lot of people fail. And I could see myself failing. It's very difficult. I don't want to fail. I'm studying hard. I don't think I will fail, but it's difficult, man. It's really hard. A lot of my friends failed. A lot of my friends did not pass, and that's just kind of how things go, you know. Every semester some more drop, and but more are added from the semester before, right? But that's not to hinder you or make you feel bad. It's definitely possible. Medical school is definitely possible, right? Definitely possible. I always remember something that my mom told me. She was talking to me about like life in med school and stuff, and she was telling me like it's an uphill battle. It's a huge mountain to climb. But as you're looking up, you're like, what the heck? How am I gonna climb this mountain? It's so huge. Like, it's impossible. How am I gonna do it? Even as you're climbing, as you're going up, you're like, this is impossible. I'm so stressed. I'm so struggling. How am I gonna get through? But guess what? Once you reach the top of that first mountain, there's many more mountains. But once you reach the top of that first mountain, once you figure out, yeah, I finished my first test, you realize I can do it. I've made a lot of progress. I've actually I know something about the subject. Wow, that's unbelievable. And that's where the magic is, my friends. That is where the magic is. So I don't want to drag this video out too long. I want to just let you guys know this is my first video. I don't know, right? Like, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this video was fun for you guys to hear. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope you guys enjoyed. I said that like 3 times. You know, like and subscribe. You know, if you want to see more videos like this. I don't know how often I'll post. Maybe I'll make a couple more videos. But it would mean the world to me if you join me on my journey. It'd be fantastic. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.